Anti-Afro Spingalies. Listen, I am not big on I told you so's. However, I will not typically pass up an opportunity to point out the fact that inevitability was simply ignored. If something was going to happen, it was going to happen. It was not going to be avoided. This is what's going on with the Umar Johnson situation. But I'm not here to talk about Umar Johnson in this video. I am here to talk about some other subjects where inevitability was ignored. And the other twist of that is alternatives were completely disregarded because of the fear of not being accepted. But before I go on with that, I want to show you a clip from the movie Casino. And I'm going to put the question up there before the short clip plays. Ponder the question, and I'll come with some more feedback thereafter. Stay tuned and I will return.
I left it with the money. Got muscles on the street. A couple of guys I owed them. So that's what I did. I gave them the money. That's what I did.
Yeah? You call yourself a man? You know you're a lying, low-life, motherfucking gambling, degenerate prick. You know that's what you are? Two small kids at home. I gave you money to pay the fucking rent and buy groceries, put the heat on. You know your wife called Frank and told her the fucking heat's off? Huh? And you didn't gamble that fucking money. You gonna stand here and tell me that? No, you didn't? Don't fuck with me. Don't make a fuck out of me. You want to embarrass me, make a fool out of me? You didn't gamble? Tell me you gambled the fucking money. I'll give you the fucking money to put the fucking heat on. Did you gamble? Huh? Fucking degenerate, you. Fucking kids at home. Here, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, thanks. Let me find out you fucked up. I'll leave you wherever I find you.
This is exactly what it sounds like when Rage Pigs jumped on Propane. The tenor, the very different view of I'm above you, you're down here, and there's a reason that you're down here and I'm up here because I've done things for you, not just now, but in the past. I would not be surprised if Rage Pigs had given Propane Oaklane money in the past. I think there was some reference that was the first phone call. I heard someone say that. I don't know if I buy that. I think that Propane, who has that pre-existing anxiousness about certain things, unless he knows he's going to get a reward, like talk shit about Rev G or me or Kip or Smoke, someone he knows he can say something about and he'll get a pat on the back. But the way that Rage Pigs was addressing Propane, there is no way that's a first-time interaction. That's been going on for a while. And this is what Rage Pigs tries to do. He tries to automatically put you on the hook so he can hold you hostage and blackmail you with information. Well, whoever falls for that, falls for that. This screaming, drunken, mad, raging fool. Somebody sent me a clip. It was, I think, 6 minutes. I couldn't even get through the first minute of the hollering and the screaming and just acting as if people he's addressing are children. And they have to listen to what he says. They must agree with his viewpoint. And if there's any recollection that's in any way different from what he says, he starts getting louder and louder and louder. Then always make sure he reminds everyone that he's been drinking. He doesn't need to remind anyone because it's very obvious when he's been drinking and God knows what else he's been doing. He thinks he has a right to totally and completely control everyone else. It's fueling his anger when he makes all these references to me. It's self-deprecating to sit here and try to assign someone else with having all the power that you wish you had. Okay, he wants to say that I control Stargate and I control breaking the culture. Okay, I'll say I control them. But guess who doesn't? He doesn't. That's what's fueling the anger and the hostility. Like he's really hurting my feelings. And I just love how he wants to convey that everybody else on this planet is getting older except for him, stuck at 14 and 15. I'm invincible. I can do anything. I'm never going to get in trouble. I'm never going to get caught. I'll be young forever. Right. On the other hand, you got to wonder, did people who were significantly older batter, bruise, bash, attack, harangue, vilify this dude when he was young or something? Because he's extremely paranoid and fearful when it comes to the age issue. Then again, it could very well mean that he's saying, look at me, my life is shit, and I'm at this age, in his mid to late 40s. What has he accomplished relative to those he insists are so old? He is no spring chicken and running around talking about dementia like you're really offending me. I got what you want and you're never going to get it. Control of Stargate and control of breaking the culture. This is what's making him so mad. His perception that breaking the culture and Stargate, or any woman, any man, and extended beyond that, any person on this planet is for him to control. I pick the targets and I aim to control them. And if I don't succeed, I'm never going to be settled. It's even more implausible he would be so determined to seize control of other people when he himself is on formal supervised probation for 3 years. He has people controlling him. Maybe this is a rebellion, a kick out. But it's not the first time. So it's apparent over time, as the law seizes more control of him, he seeks to compensate by seeing who he can control. I, however, don't believe it started with him being placed on probation. It doesn't matter how many people gather in that, whatever you want to call it over there, scream fest. He can't control Stargate. He can't control breaking the culture. He can't control Kip. He can't control Smoke. He can't control me. He can't control Reb G. And who else is out there? As far as Carrie Ann and Rage Pigs, they deserve each other. They are just like each other. There is no side to take. Both lie on people. Both are raging homophobes. Both very obviously appear deeply closeted because they're obsessed with the LGBTQ plus community in a very contorted, almost a perverted way. Whenever they get pissed off, what do? They go to sexual orientation. That's the first thing they'll go to. They will start talking about how somebody's supposed to be gay, typically a man, right? And then Carrie Ann loves talking about how women want her P.U.S.S.Y. Oh God, please, who wants a stank booty? Imagine what the other parts smell like. But they both use this as a go-to, the sexual orientation, the misgendering. Those are very serious problems that they harbor. If someone has an obsession about bringing up someone's sexual orientation according to what they claim it to be, constantly putting men in women's clothes, constantly telling women that they want your P.U.S.S.Y., something's going on with you. That's what you're bringing up. Those are your themes. And trying to force them on other people, thinking you're landing some points, you just make yourself look even more ridiculous. There is no winner or loser with Rage Pigs and Carrie Ann, stank booty bigot. They are one in the same. They're going to get mad. They're going to start attacking sexual orientation. This is something I don't want to neglect. Let me go back to the very beginning because I want to address this Propane Oaklane character. As I stated, I don't believe in I told you so's. Guarantee you, even if you ignore inevitability, it's going to materialize. Now, with this Propane Oaklane, he made it a point, a very specific chore, a duty, a must, an assignment to target Rev G and to target me. Although we had gone to his channel for the brief time that we did, relatively speaking, went there, did our thing, he could not handle the pressure of people telling him to attack us. What reason? There's no reason. But for the fact Propane needed something. He needed approval from these subjects who are haranguing him. So what does he decide to do? He starts attacking Rev G, the sexual orientation. Here we go again, right? The Eddie Long thing, it progressed. It wasn't just here, there. He kept getting pressure put on him. So he kept escalating with Rev G, although he had no reason to. He could not stand the pressure. He couldn't tell the subjects that were harassing him. No, he couldn't say, I don't have no issue with Rev G. I never had any conflicts with Rev G, but I'm going to come and I'm going to jump up on Rev G's case and I'm going to re-emphasize all this bullshit, all these lies that you all been spreading about Rev G this whole time. Although he came to my page and supported my channel, forget that. I am going to go right along with it. And he throws in this Eddie Long situation. Along the way, folks, Propane Oaklane saw what Rage Pigs was doing. What is he, deaf, dumb, and blind? No, I'm not going to go that far. He knows exactly what Rage Pigs did and to who. His backstabbing, his unreliability, his lying, his effort to try to control people with money and try to force people into literally saying what he wants them to say. He saw this. He witnessed it all. And what does he do? He decides to trust Rage Pigs. He would have done much better. He would not be in the situation that he's in now, having his total and complete vulnerability so obvious for the world to see. He would not have been in a situation like that had he trusted someone like Rev G. I'm not saying Rev G the person, someone like him who's not going to run off and spread your business because they get into an argument or disagreement. He's certainly not going to record your damn phone calls. I mean, it wouldn't even cross his mind to do something like that. That was something that was planned evil, planned deception, planned retribution, planning to hold someone hostage, planning to give information that you can use against someone, all the while perpetrating as if you are a friend. Even if you have to give money to try to convince someone they're your friend, so they can be more readily willing to let their guard down and give you information that you can use against them. Revenge porn mode. That's what it said in the court papers. Someone like Rev G who doesn't seek to make connections with people just for the purposes of getting their personal business, knowing they're going to spread it around later. You made a poor choice, Propane. You decided to attack Rev G who did nothing to you. It was inevitable that the situation that you're in now was going to materialize. Inevitable. What else was going to happen? If those are jumping all over Propane, trying to force him to do things, pressuring him to do things, and the present is that we will like you, we will approve of you, we will applaud you, we will pat you on the back. The second you do anything that they don't like, what the hell do you think is going to happen to you? And trust and believe, Rage Pigs was looking for an insurance policy. He was monitoring Propane's behavior. Something Propane must have done wasn't to his liking. Either way it goes, either it's before Propane, quote, does something or after. It wouldn't matter. Rage Pig still needs to get an insurance policy. He needs to get something on you so he can try to control you with silence, harassment, and intimidation. And he never got anything like that from Stargate or Breaking the Culture. And let's say that he did. It wouldn't work anyway. And he doesn't have anything on either one of these women that would cause them to remain silent. And let me tell you this. If you think that Rage Pigs would be able to get information that is significant from Stargate or Breaking the Culture and he won't release it, you're full of it, folks. Whoever believes that garbage, you're full of it just as much as Rage Pigs is.